Throughout history, time has been measured in a variety of different ways. The Babylonians and Egyptians were the first known civilizations to start tracking time, which happened to be 5,000 years ago. But since the Earth was created 4.5 billion years ago, they definitely were not setting their microwave to the right time. Eventually, BC and AD were made by Dionysus blah 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 in order to organize time into two periods. But as it turns out, all of these people are wrong. The two true time periods are before Tix and after Tix, and also during Tix. This is the story of Tix and how it got murdered, which caused some outrage and other funny events that I'm about to talk about to occur. Part 1. Side note, this is the only part. Now, before I talk about the downfall of Tix, it's important to know how it got created. Like, you can't hold a baby until it's actually born. So Roblox actually first came out in 2006, but they introduced their first currency system in 2005, which was Roblox points. Roblox points were earned through logging into Roblox and joining minigames, but it ended up getting deleted later in 2005. However, a new form of currency, Robux, would end up getting added in May of 2007, with tickets, more commonly referred to as Tix, following 3 months later. Robux originally was obtainable for free, which is a little different than now, but early Robux worked very similarly to Roblox points, but unlike Roblox points, you got Robux by logging in or having someone visit one of your own games. This eventually was changed with the creation of Tix, where the way to get Tix was the way you used to get Robux, and then Robux became not free. So yeah, now Roblox has two currencies, but what could you even use them for? Well, basically everything. Use them for everything. Like buying game passes, avatar clothes and accessories, advertisements, and more. Everything would cost less Robux than Tix to buy because Robux is the premium currency because you pay actual money for Robux. But strangely, 10 Tix could actually be converted to 1 Robux. This balance of Robux and Tix managed to survive for a long time, until the CEO of Roblox, David Baszucki, released a forum post on March 15th, 2016, saying, "We are murdering Tix. L plus ratio." Okay, that's not what it's actually called, but they go on to say that they want to remove Tix because it's too confusing. They then say that Tix does not fit with their brand anymore, which is of course not the real reason for its removal. The real reason is, without Tix, more people buy Robux, which means more money. Of course a company wants money. That's just what a company is. I know because I've read the Lorax. The blog post also lists botting and alt accounts as other reasons to remove Tix, which is actually fair because if you just get a bunch of alt accounts or bots to log into Roblox, you can just transfer their login bonus Tix to your real account, which gives Roblox less money, and they really can't lose money. Like, look at how little they made in 2016. And really, my personal thoughts on removing Tix are conflicted because I never actually personally got that much Tix because I didn't know you had to log in to get them. Like, I just kept the keep me signed in box checked, which, now I think about it, does contribute to the idea of Tix being confusing, but they could have easily just given you your daily login Tix when you join a game instead of logging in. Like, that's just easier and not confusing. However, at the end of the day, the only one that benefits from removing Tix is Roblox. Everyone else can either buy Robux or look like this. But Roblox knew that removing Tix would cause outrage. So they decided to create an event called Tixapalooza, where they released a Tix exclusive item every day for 30 days. Surprisingly, the items for this event were really pristine. Like, they made a Dominus, which, if you didn't know, is the rarest type of hat on Roblox and can sell for thousands of real-world dollars. But most people did not have 5 million Tix, so funnily enough, people bought Robux to transfer them to Tix in order to buy Tixapalooza items. I just find it funny that people bought the free currency. I guess it just goes to show how amazing this event was. After the event ended, if you didn't transfer your Tix to Robux, or spend your last Tix on something, Roblox would just throw your Tix away. So yeah, clearly the removal of Tix was super well received and there was no backlash at all.
Now, just a few days ago, Roblox made a blog post about the removal of tickets, which blew me away, and I think blew everyone else away. No one saw this update coming, like no one. I had no idea they were gonna do this.
All the planes we flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you.
We are removing tickets for a number of reasons. Although familiar to many of us, they are confusing to first-time users. We believe removing tickets will simplify our product in all areas, from UI to the catalog to user accounting. You log in, you get 10 tickets, and then you go and convert that on trade currency for like 17 tickets for 1 Robux. It may be confusing to like a 10-year-old, and I know that lots of little kids play the game, but I figured it out pretty easily. When it comes to actually doing the trade currency and using, doing rates and all that, yeah, that got a bit confusing, and I lost tickets at many points on that, so I just gave up and I just used the market trade. It's not very confusing. If you made it simpler, I guess we wouldn't really have this problem either.
Welcome to Roblox, where we specialize in making our game worse by bad events and horrible updates. So that's why we're removing Tix. It's almost like we're forcing you to buy Robux with your hard-earned money. Lol.
I'm joking! Stop! 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 Stop the brake! Stop! Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew.
Okay, so yeah, basically no one was happy about this. Along with emotional YouTube videos, there were also funeral games made for Tix. These games were usually just a giant open space, with a grave for Tix being present somewhere in the game. Some of them weren't even funerals at all, like, what is this? What is this? Actually, like, these things are still being made for some reason. I guess it just goes to show that Tix made a real impact on people's lives. Like, I even remember doomsday bunkers being created, and people said that if you went into the bunker during the actual moment Tix got removed, you would get to keep your Tix. Clearly that worked out, but for some reason this video is the only thing I can really find from it. It's still really funny though. Tix was a part of Roblox for 9 years, so yeah, it's understandable to be upset about it being removed, especially since Roblox didn't give the best reasoning. So yeah, now it's theory time.
Hello, Internet!
Get out of here. So, why did Roblox remove Tix in 2016 instead of literally any time before that? Well, I think Roblox made Tix to initially attract more players to Roblox in its early years, because people will be less likely to spend money on a game they have never heard of. Tix made a way for new players to easily become comfortable with Roblox and be more likely to use Roblox for longer due to not being blocked by any paywalls. So once Roblox got a larger amount of players, they probably decided that just having Robux would be better for money. Alright, but the real question is, how did Roblox get more players? Specifically around 2016, that would make them see Tix as no longer necessary. And my theory is Dan TDM. Dan TDM was and is a popular YouTuber who makes videos for young children. Dan made his first Roblox video in June of 2015 and would continue to play the game in the following months and years. And since his videos were so popular, his viewers just played the game. Yeah, that's my theory, because that's when I started playing the game. But yeah, Tix is gone forever now. Except, strangely, Roblox updated the logo for Tix on the Roblox website in 2017, which is odd because the Tix logo really only appears in transaction history. But yeah, that's the last time Roblox acknowledged Tix. Like, I totally understand why Roblox removed it. Like, they're doing way better financially now. But I still wonder, is there a way for Tix Tix to come back in some form. People who can't afford Robux turn to scam websites, which might steal their account or other information. Also, many people say that the removal of Tix is where Roblox started its downfall, and I think that's not true. Like, they're selling Gucci to children now. That's what I call a bright future.